Colson. We've got Sudbury Performance Group's Northern Arts Festival concert series happening. My name is Marc Manisto, and I am the president of Sudbury Performance Group. We've got a very special treat for everybody tonight. We've got my good friend Marc Serré, who's going to be performing. He's going to be doing a lot of fun music for us tonight. Without any further ado, let's send it over to Marc.
Thanks, Marc. Long time forgotten, or just dreams that just fell by the way. Good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times, the bad things he's done. She just talks about the good times they've had, all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She loves him in spite of his ways she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. He likes the nightlife and those bright lights and good-timing friends. And when the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Lord knows she don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. She's a good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves him in spite of his wicked ways she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman, loving her good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves him in spite of his Mickey Mouse ways she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a good-hearted woman, loving her good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman, loving her good-timing man. Thanks, Brian. Did you put Willie Nelson on the TV? It's Willie Nelson's birthday, and I said it at the little intro about 30 minutes ago, and as I'm playing it, I see Willie Nelson on the TV here playing it. I think he's 88 years old, so happy birthday, Willie. And when I read this morning that it was his birthday, I changed a lot of my set list to include some Willie Nelson and a lot of stuff from Texas, including one that I wrote after I came back from Texas. A good and a bad experience, but I still love Texas, I think, but it's been like over 20 years. This next song's from Lyle Lovett, another Texan. I like to call him Mr. Julia Roberts. It's called If I Had a Boat. I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. If I were Roy Rogers, I'd sure enough be single. I couldn't get myself to marrying old Dale. It would just be me and Trigger. We'd go riding through the movies, and I'd buy a boat and on the sea we'd sail. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. Now the mystery masked man was smart. He got himself a Tonto, 'cause Tonto did the dirty work for free. But Tonto, he was smarter, and one day said, Kimosabe, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, and I'm going off to sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. If I were like lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers. I'd come and go wherever I may please. And I'd scare them by the lamppost, and I'd scare them by the oak tree, but I wouldn't scare my pony on my boat out on the sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, me upon my pony on my boat. Me upon my pony on my boat. Another Texan, Mr. Julia Roberts. I love it. Many people forget he was married to Julia Roberts. I won't let anybody do that. Roundabout Way to Texas is Willie Nelson's album Teatro, which came out in the 90s, which I loved very much, and was produced by Daniel Lanois. This is a song from Daniel Lanois. This is a song about Hamilton. He speaks of he mentions the TH&B Railway, which was the Toronto-Hamilton-Buffalo Railway back in the day. He mentions it in this song. Danse avec moi ce soir, on fait dodo. Danse avec moi bébé, under a stormy sky. Papa a vendu la terre et la vache. Danse avec moi bébé, under a stormy sky. Jean-Paul joue le violon et la belle accordéon. Dance avec moi bébé, under a stormy sky. And I see the whippoorwill cry, and I see that blue heron fly over Sugar Hill, snowy white, big blue siren in the night. Dance avec moi, bébé, under a stormy sky. And I see that TH and B and that diesel burning, calling you and me to the city of steel, smokestack spinning wheel. Dance avec moi, bébé, under a stormy sky. And my heart is sad to leave this sugar town. Goodbye, Sugar Hill, under a stormy sky. Et bébé, danse avec moi ce soir, on fait dodo. Danse avec moi, bébé, under a stormy sky. Danse avec moi, bébé, under a stormy sky. Old Willie's still on the TV. He's had the same guitar and the same guitar strap since the 1960s, so you have to admire that. I had to bring 3 to a gig 20 minutes away, but he has just the one. It's a Martin N90, classical. He plays it through a Randall solid-state amp since the 60s, too, if you're into gear and stuff. But I don't think anybody thinks it's a good sound, but it's Willie's sound, and we're happy he's there. Happy he's still there. From Texas is Mr. Hal Ketchum. The next song I'm going to do, he was an early casualty last year, I don't think through COVID, but during COVID. I was a huge fan of Hal Ketchum. This song I'm going to do next, let me just, sometimes I get ready to sing it and I forget even the title of it, as much as I can know the lyrics. Somewhere here. If not, I'll have to skip it. Where did I put it? It's called Past the Point of Rescue. I didn't find it, but the title came to me. Last night I dreamed you were back again, larger than life again, holding me tight again, placing those same kisses on my brow, sweeter than ever now. Lord, I remember how I gotta let your love invite me. Baby, do you think it might be? No, you don't, but I do. Days like a slow train trickle by, and even the words that I write refuse to fly. All I can hear is your song haunting me. I can't get the melody out of my head, you see. Distractions I've been using. Do you know how much you're losing? No, you don't, but I do. But I do. And I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue, and is no work for you at all the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove you. You know how much I love you. No, you don't, but I do. I swore I'd never fall like this again, but fools like me never win. Came to my knees again. Can't close the door of the likelihood that things might just as good. I always believed they would. Gotta let your love invite me. Baby, do you think it might be? No, you don't, but I do. But I do. And I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. There is no word for you at all, the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove you. You know how much I love you. No, you don't, but I do. I know you don't, but I do. Song 3 or 4 there of the Texas theme, which I'll loosely be taking on for tonight in honor of Willie Nelson's birthday. Thanks to the Sudbury Performance Group and everybody involved for having this series of concerts. I'm the last, I guess, of this first series, and there's another one starting up just in a couple of nights with David McNabb, so make sure to tune in for that on the Sudbury Performance Group Facebook page. Another Texan, Steve Earle, which was a big influence for me in the 80s and 90s. One of the first cassette tapes that my sister and I had that my father also enjoyed, so we could listen to it on trips in the Dodge Caravan. Sorry, it was a Plymouth Voyager, but we could all agree on Steve Earle. And this is a song from him from, I think, 95 or 96. It's called Goodbye. I remember holding on to you. All them longing, lonely nights that I put you through. Somewhere in there, I'm sure I made you cry. Can't remember if we said goodbye. But I recall all of them nights down in Mexico. One place I may never go in my life again. Or was I just off somewhere, maybe just too high? 'Cause I can't remember if we said goodbye. I only miss you every now and then. Like a soft breeze blowing up from the Caribbean. Novembers I break down and cry. 'Cause I can't remember if we said goodbye. But I recall all of them nights down in Mexico. That's one place I'll never go in my life again. Or was I just off somewhere, maybe just too high? 'Cause I can't remember if we said goodbye. 'Cause I can't remember if we said goodbye. 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 In there, and he's like 16 years old, and have a look at that Heartborn Highways. You can find it on YouTube or get the DVD like I did, but just some fantastic music there. Some more Texas guys. But did you have a message, Brian? Were you bringing me something? This is Don Gibson, which was he was quite popular in the '60s with country music, and my mother had a compilation record with Mr. Don Gibson on it. This is one of his songs called "The Sea of Heartbreak." The lights in the harbor don't shine for me. I'm like a lost ship adrift on the sea. The sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on a sea of tears, the sea of heartbreak. How did I lose you? Where did I fail? Love me and leave me, always the same. The sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, the sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I'd give to get back to the shore, back to your arms once more. Come to my rescue, come take me away. Take me and leave me, always to stay. The sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I am on the sea of tears, the sea of heartbreak, the sea of heartbreak, the sea of heartbreak. Thank you. Really, Don Gibson? We all like Don Gibson? Can't remember if it was a whole Don Gibson album or if it was just a compilation K-Tel album, but my mother had some of those, and where I got a lot of the songs that I still sing and still hear in my head and sing in the shower or at the Colson.
Oh, I thought you said Don Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love Don Johnson.
The other Don. The Dawn of Dawns. This is a song that I wrote. This is one of my songs called Comfort Me. It's a song that hasn't changed, but it's kind of grown with me. It meant a lot to me when I wrote it about my niece, Abby, who was my goddaughter, with her older sister, Haley. So two fantastic little girls who grew up to be fantastic young women now. This song, Comfort Me, was when I used to spend some of my afternoons babysitting before I wasn't working at the time. And Abby and I would play and watch Shrek and play with dolls and cars. And so this was the song that came out of that. It's one of those songs that came easy. And I wish they were all like that, but Comfort Me.
I want to hear you say you're fine. I want to see you see. The days are brighter in the light. And how you comfort me, how you comfort me. You comfort me, how you comfort me when I comfort you. When you lie there in the dark and the shadows are set free, you'll take my hand and we'll sail away to the make-believe, how you make believe. You make believe, you make me believe in the make-believe. Should live every day. You show me today that what made you the way you are today is love. The stars they shine and fill your eyes and your mind, they are set free. Time it flies, don't you close your eyes to the make-believe. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Always love. We should live every day. Oh, me today, that what made you the way you are today is just love.
Thank you. Comfort Me from, so thank you, Abby. Thank you, Haley. And now that we have a couple of boys of our own, that song, I don't know, it's kind of come full circle, and I hope it keeps circling. We had a teacher, the art teacher in high school used to let us go to the library to get a cassette and sign out a cassette, and we could listen to the cassette during art class. if we were good. And a couple of cassettes we'd go and get. They had to be French. I went to École Secondaire Catholique L'Horizon, and so of course French, and the songs and the cassettes were all French. We'd pick Daniel Bélanger and Robert Paquette and Rock Voisine. And we had also a record player. It was a big green metal one with the speaker on the front. The school issue record player, but this song was on it. This is Robert Paquette's Petit Blanc. It's the bottle in how it's harder on some. How it's hard to give up. Petit Blanc is like a reference, I guess, to clear distilled moonshine.
Oh, petit blanc, délivre-moi. T'as pris toutes mes amies. Maintenant, qu'est-ce que t'attends? T'as brûlé mon cœur, t'as gâché ma vie. Maudit petit blanc, t'as volé mon esprit. J'ai connu toutes tes bouteilles, puis tous tes cousins. J'ai bu tous tes brandy, tes whisky puis tes vins. Et jamais je ne me suis senti aussi mal que le soir où j'ai rencontré ce maudit whisky. Il me disait bois un autre petit coup, c'est pas le temps de partir. T'as pas encore noyé tous tes souvenirs. Jette une autre onde et paie la traite à tout le monde. Car ce soir c'est pas le soir que tu vas t'en sortir. Oh mon Dieu, aide-moi donc un peu. Tu sais que j'ai tout fait pour sortir d'ici. Mais à chaque fois que je voulais faire un pas en avant, mais le maudit whisky était toujours là. Il me disait bois un autre petit coup, c'est pas le temps de partir. T'as pas encore noyé tous tes souvenirs. Jette une autre onde et paie la traite à tout le monde. Car ce soir c'est pas le soir que tu vas t'en sortir. J'avais une belle grandeur, la plus belle des brunes, et jamais je n'avais aimé comme ça. Et jamais non plus je me suis senti aussi bien que le soir où j'ai passé la nuit dans ses bras. Mais le whisky dit bois un autre petit coup, c'est pas le temps de partir. T'as pas encore noyé sous tes souvenirs. Jette une autre onde et paie la traite à monde. Car ce soir c'est pas le soir que tu vas t'en sortir. Non, ce soir c'est pas le soir que tu vas t'en sortir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rabaya. I'd done some music workshops with Rabaya Paquette in '94 for a couple of days, and it was on King Street before Long McQuaid was there. It was the Club Alouette, and the workshops were upstairs there, and also at the TNO, which was up King Street. It used to be a bread factory. Not sure what it is now. Down King Street further, closer to the school. In the parking garage, they had a huge mural, as big as the building, as big as that first floor, from the 60s or 70s, very psychedelic, with the picture of a naked woman, cartoon-like. And it was the cover of our cassette tape that my French rock band had in the 90s. We had the cover, we had to ask permission, find the artists who had painted this beautiful cartoon woman, faceless, but the body was indeed there. And it was the cover of our cassette. I have a lot of those cassettes still for sale, or at least in my shed. Not for sale, but they're sitting there. So Eve, Steve, and Randy, we had a good time back in the early, mid-90s. Anyway, Rabaya Paquette picked me up from the bread factory to the Club Alouette in his Volvo, and I felt quite honored to be in his car because I was such a fan. But again, thank you for that song, Rabaya. And play, and sometimes if I need 30 or 40 songs, I put 90, which never helps me because there's too many to choose from. I'm always afraid to not be ready, but then I have a hard time with choices. I always put myself in this situation. My friend Stephen Volti had me play for his birthday a couple of years ago, and he said he liked this song. So Stephen, if you're listening, it's Chris Isaak, and so for Stephen, who loves Chris Isaak, another Texan.
I know somebody and they call your name in times and still you never came, and they go on loving you just the same. I know that somebody's crying. I know somebody and they cry for you. They lie awake and then dream of you, but I bet you never even know they do. But somebody's lying. So please return the love you took from me. For please let me know if it can't be me. I know when somebody's lying. I know when somebody's crying. Give me a sign and let me know we're through. If you don't love me like I love you, but if you cry at night the way I do, I know that somebody's lying. For please return the love you took from me. For please let me know if it can't be me. I know when somebody's crying. I know when somebody's lying. Oh,
was always so smooth. The bass player in the Chris Isaak band is Roland Sally. And he wrote some songs, one of which is one of my favorite songs of all times. John Prine covered it, and several others covered it. It's called Killing the Blues. I'll do this now. So Roly Sally is the... If you watch the Chris Isaak show when it used to play on television, it was a fantastic show, and you'd see old Roly there. He wrote this song in the 70s and it was a big hit for him. And I guess John Prine covering it is quite flattering too, but this is called Killing the Blues.
Leaves were falling just like embers, in colors red and gold. They set us on fire, burning just like a moonbeam in our eyes. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Now I am guilty of something I hope you never do, because there is nothing sadder than losing yourself in love. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail and bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Now you ask me just to leave you, go out on my own to find what I need to. You ask me to find what I already have. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues.
Sally and John Prine. So I'll do another John Prine song because now it's in my head and he deserves it. John Prine was also another, I don't mean to make it a downer, but he was an early last year casualty of COVID, and his wife had tweeted that he was ill with it, and then she'd posted a day later that he was getting better, but that was only temporary, and we lost John Prine. John Prine's songs were heartfelt, but sometimes, of course, very funny, like this one. And I'm not going to joke if he tried to live this through or if he had it written in his will. This song's called Don't Bury Me.
Woke woke up this morning, put on my slippers, I walked in the kitchen and died. And oh, what a feeling when my soul went through the ceiling and on up into heaven I did rise. When I got there they did say, John, it happened this whole way. You slipped upon the floor and hit your head. And all the angels said just before you passed away, these were the very last words that you said. You said, please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground, 'cause I'd rather have them cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane and the blind could have my eyes, and the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size. Give my stomach to Milwaukee if they run out of beer. Throw my socks in a cedar box, just get them out of here. And Venus de Milo can have my arms, look out, I got your nose. Give my heart to the junk man and give my love to Rose. But please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground, 'cause I'd rather have them cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brains in a hurricane and the blind could have my eyes, and the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size. Give my feet to the footloose, careless and fancy free. Give my knees to the needy, don't you pull that trick on me. And hand me down my walking cane, it's a sin to tell a lie. Send my mouth way down south to kiss my ass goodbye. But please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground, 'cause I'd rather have them cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brains in a hurricane and the blind could have my eyes, and the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size. And the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size. Thank you. Don't Bury Me from John Prine. Sometimes you do a song and it makes you think of another song that maybe you hadn't prepared to sing, but I'm going to shift over to the East Coast from Texas to South Carolina, where I got to spend some time, some very warm months there with some friends, working and playing. And there's a lot of driving. And this is where my friend Colleen had this album from David Gray. He's English. We listened to the album a lot, and of course she liked it, and I got to love it. This is a song from David Gray here. Let me just see if I even put it on the list here. Again, only because I put too many words, too many songs. Again, a big thanks to the Sudbury Performance Group for having me here. And like I said, on Saturday they're having David McNabb. I'll be watching him from home. But if you haven't seen David yet, he's fantastic. And I've been watching the ones that have been coming before me. And a big thank you to all of them who were able to share their talents and to come out here and to sing for you. As much as I'm looking for that song, I don't even see it. It's crazy. Yeah, I can do, thank you. That was my code. We should have worked on that, but this isn't mine, but I'll claim it for tonight.
This is a song from Will Smith. I'm not sure why. I don't even need the words to that, but.
Here is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called BelAir. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days, chilling out Max and relaxing all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood, in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving in with your auntie and your uncle in BelAir." I whistled for a cab and when it came near, the license plates are fresh and he had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, Holmes, forget it, home to BelAir. I pulled up to a house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Oh, Holmes, smell you later." I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the prince of BelAir.
Yeah, trying to sound like Neil Young and Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon came up with that nice. Thanks, Danny. I have the harmonica. I'll do we break at 8? Is that the plan, or do we, or roughly? Can I do 1 or 2 more songs? What do you? I have 7:54. Okay. Okay, so I'll do 2 more. I'll put this away then. So I'll medley the Les Hobo. So again, a happy birthday to Willie Nelson. He's still on television here. I got to see him once. That Willie Nelson and Family Band, and looks around that era. His sister Bobby Nelson on piano, Jody Payne on guitar, Mickey Raphael on harmonica. It was a hell of a band. I stood. We took a picture together. My friend and Willie took a picture. I have the camera and I'm just staring at him, and my friend's like, "Take the picture." We're really close, and I saw him after the show. I took a picture with him, and he's a little guy. He was, and you can see inside his tour bus. There's a lot of smoke inside the tour bus, and he had a very large screen TV, and they were watching The Simpsons.
On the road again, just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again, on the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way, and our way is on the road again. There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road, that's where I'll always be. And every stop I make, I make a new friend. I can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally settle down, but until tomorrow, my whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, come pack your hat, we'll travel like that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally settle down, but until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. On the road again, I just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way, and our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. So if you want to join me for a while, come pack your hat, we'll travel like that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Until tomorrow, this whole world is my home.
Bit of Willie, bit of German Shepherd. Was that one or two? I could. Okay, I'll do one more. Today would have been my parents', my mom and dad's 49th wedding anniversary. This was, looking at Willie again, needing a drink. This is, my dad said he liked this Willie Nelson song. I'm going to do it for him. And it's Willie Nelson wrote it about some of his escapades with his best friend, Paul English, who is the drummer. You don't know what I'm pointing at, but there's a Willie Nelson concert on the television here. And Paul English is his lifelong, who's deceased now, but was his lifelong friend. And they would get in a lot of trouble, I guess. And my dad loved this song, so we're on their anniversary, 49th. It's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. After taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. I guess Nashville was the roughest, but I know I said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. Almost busted in Laredo, but for reasons that I'd rather not disclose. And if you're staying in a motel there and leave, just don't leave nothing in your clothes.
airport in Milwaukee, they refused to let us board the plane at all. They said we looked suspicious, but I believe they liked to pick on me and Paul. In a package show in Buffalo with us and Kitty Wells and Charlie Pride. The show was long and we were just sitting there, come to play, not just for the ride. We sure drank a lot of whiskey, so I don't know if we went on that night at all. I don't think they even missed us. I guess Buffalo ain't geared for me and Paul. It's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. After taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. And I guess Nashville was the roughest, but I know I said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. We received our education in the cities of the nation, me and Paul. Happy birthday, Willie. One more time.
All right, thank you so much, Marc. I got to tell you, I enjoyed the originals that you did tonight so far more than the covers. But I got to tell you that Fresh Prince one, that was pretty awesome. Anyhow, we're gonna take a bit of a break. We're gonna be showing you some past streams from past weeks. We're gonna take about maybe let's say a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back on with some more Marc Serré doing the second act of the night. So check out some past streams that we did, folks.
Oh, well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's where we would know sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. My house ain't much to talk about, but it's filled with love that's grown in the southern ground, and a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio, see the sunrise, see the love in a woman's eyes, feel the touch of precious child, and a mother's love. Well, it's funny how it's simple things in life mean the most. Not where you come, where you live, or the price tag of your clothes. There's no dollar sign on peace of mind, this I've come to know. So if you agree, have a drink with me, raise your glass and have a toast to a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, in the radio, see the sunrise, feel love in a woman's eyes, feel such a precious child, no mother's love. Thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes, and freedom forever fly. Let it ring, salute the ones who died, ones who gave their life, so we don't have to sacrifice all things we love, like our chicken fried, cold beer on Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, in the radio, see the sunrise, feel love in a woman's eyes, feel touch of precious child, no mother's love. Get your little chicken fried, cold beer on Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, in the radio, see the sunrise, Feel love in a woman's eyes. Feel such a precious child. No mother's love.
So much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in Spain on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown, bring me round again to find I'm not the man I think I am at home. No, 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 no. 'Cause I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse up here alone. Ours ain't the kind of place to raise your kid. In fact, it's cold as hell. And there's no one there to raise down if you did. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. Rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time to touchdown, bring me right up here to find I'm not the man I think I am at home. No, 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 no. 'Cause I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time to touchdown, bring me round again to find I'm not the man I think I am at home. No, 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 no. 'Cause I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Rocket man. Rocket man. R-O-C-K-E-T.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in this evening to watch Marc Serré. I just want to send a very quick and a very special thank you to everybody that helped make this concert series possible. We have our government partners. We have Canadian Heritage. We have the SOCAN Foundation, the Ontario Trillium Foundation. We have the Ontario Ministry of Culture. And of course, the City of Greater Sudbury. If it weren't for those tremendous supporters that are getting behind Sudbury Performance Group and backing us and making sure that we're giving local artists a chance to perform during this pandemic, we wouldn't be able to do it without you. And then, of course, we've got the gang here at the Colson who have opened up their doors for us to make this our home for the next little while. We need more community supporters like that. And I'm telling you, for those of you that are watching tonight, if you want to ever be a part of the Sudbury Performance Group family, whether or not you want to be a performer or if you just want to do stuff behind the scenes, just shoot us a message on our Facebook page, and we'll make sure to get in touch with you. And once we're done all this crazy pandemic stuff, we'd love to have you working with us and being a part of the Sudbury Performance Group family. Let's send this back to Marc for the rest of the evening. He's got a bunch of more great songs. I just can't wait to hear what he's got planned for us. And here we go. Back to you, Marc.
Thank you, Marc. Hope everybody's doing all right at home. It was real nice out when I came in. Nicer than I expected. Sometimes the weather isn't quite as someone else had predicted, but it was a very nice evening. And I think that warmer weather is about to with the month of May coming around, so days are getting longer still, and all these reasons to be happy. And at the beginning, Marc Manisto introduced me and said how much fun I would be, but I have just so in love with sad songs. So as fun as I'll try to be, I just can't kick myself out of those sad songs. This one's not so sad, I don't think. This is a song from Gordon Lightfoot, Early Morning Rain.
In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand, I'm a long way from home, but I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 said to go, but I'm stuck here in the grass with the pain that ever grows. Now the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fast. Well, now there she goes, my friend. She'll be rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engines roar, see the silver wing on high. She's away and westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly, where the morning rain don't fall and the sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down. It ain't no earthly good to me, but I'm stuck here on the ground drunk as I can be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I best be on my way in the early morning rain. Thank you. That was for Allison. I'm saying it after the song, but I think you like me doing that song. So in retrospect, back to Allison. I miss you. One of my favorite songwriters and performers. Again, I tend to go way back because that was the influence I had from my family, but one of those greats was Roger Miller. This song from 1965 was covered by the Proclaimers, so that's pretty cool. A bunch of other people. This is King of the Road. Then I'll do Chug-a-Lug. Yes. Whoa, there goes a pick. I'm just throwing picks to anybody who wants to pick them up. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms still at 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I'm but 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys a 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Third boxcar of a midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found. They're short but not too big around. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, and all of their children, and all of their names, and every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms still at 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I'm but 2 hours of pushing a broom. Buys a 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. King of the road. King of the road. What key am I? I don't remember. Awesome, awesome. King of the road. I'm sorry, Steve, what was the one you called out? Oh, yeah. Okay. Chug. Make you wanna holler high. You're catching me off guard. Okay. Turn this down, wait. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, makes you want to holler, hidey-ho. Burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, grape wine in a mason jar, homemade and brought to school by a friend of mine after class. Me and him and this other fool decided that we'd drink up what's left. Chug-a-lug, so I help myself. First time for everything. everything. My ears still ring. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you want to holler, hidey-ho. Burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. 4-H and FFA on a field trip to the farm. Me and the friends sneak off behind this big old barn where we covered up a moonshine still. I'd have thought we drank her fill. Well, I swallowed it with a smile. Brrr, I run 10 miles. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you want to holler, hidey-ho. Burns your tummy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. There's a third verse, but I don't think I... We'll do the next set, just Roger Miller then. The first set, if you came in between 7 and 8, I did many songs from Texas songwriters and Texan performers in honor of Willie Nelson and his birthday. But now I'm stuck on Roger Miller. Wait. Well, hey, I said hi for getting ideas. I ain't nothing but a fool to live like this. I'm out all night, running wild. A woman sitting at home with a month-old child. So dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? Just sitting around drinking with the rest of the guys, and 6 rounds bought and I bought 5. Spent the groceries and half the rent. Well, I $14.27. So dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? They say roses are red and violets are purple. Sugar's sweet, so is maple syrup. Well, I'm the 7th out of 7 sons. My pappy was a pistol, I'm a son of a gun. I said, dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? It's funny, I've been playing those songs for a long time. Not in the last couple of years, but a lot of Roger Miller fans. So, speaking of him, I played some Steve Earle in the first set, and I think I'll play another one in the second set. In the mid-'80s, country music, which I'm a big fan of, was not going in a direction that I was a big fan of. Until the mid-'80s, when Dwight Yoakam came out from Ohio to California to Bakersfield, and Steve Earle out of Texas. And they both went in different directions, but in 2 directions that I just fell in love with. So kind of a segue to Roger Miller. Roger Miller co-wrote, this song with Dwight Yoakam. It's called "It Only Hurts When I Cry." The only only time I feel the pain is in the sunshine and the rain. I don't feel no hurt at all, unless you count when teardrops fall. I tell the truth except when I lie. It only hurts me when I cry. You couldn't tell it by the smile, but my recovery took a while. I worked for days and nights on end, just to walk and talk again. It was a struggle to survive. I'm probably lucky I'm alive. The only time I feel the pain is in the sunshine and the rain. And I don't feel no hurt at all, unless you count when teardrops fall. I tell the truth except when I lie. It only hurts me when I cry. Oh baby, every now and then I get a small heartache again. You wouldn't know to look at me. There's tiny scars that you can't see. It was a struggle to survive. I'm probably lucky I'm alive. The only time I feel the pain is in the sunshine and the rain. I don't feel no hurt at all, unless you count when teardrops fall. I tell the truth except when I lie. It only hurts me when I cry. I tell the truth except when I lie. It only hurts me when I cry. Roger Miller and Dwight Yoakam. So big hit for me, and I appreciate it, and I always love that song. Excuse me. Yesterday, I've been putting some. I've been in my basement, of course. I have this room where I have some of my, or most of my musical equipment, and I've been just kind of singing. Usually, when the kids are in bed and late at night, I sing to the phone and I record it and I put it on Facebook and Instagram after. So if you're on my Facebook, either following me or a friend, and you haven't seen them, there's a whole bunch there. I've put some on YouTube just for keep's sake, I think. So they're there. This song I did yesterday, right after work. I came home to do it, but this goes out to my mother, the other half of my parental duo, who would be celebrating their 49th anniversary if Dad was still around. But to you, Mom, I know you're like this next performer here. So this is Marty Robbins. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. It's all over now. Though I may be blue, I'll manage somehow. But love can't be explained. It can't be controlled. One day it's warm, the next day it's cold. But don't pity me, 'cause I'm feeling blue. But don't be ashamed, 'cause might have been you. Oh, 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 oh. Kiss me one time, then go, love, I'll understand. Don't worry about me. Sweet, sweet, sweet love. I want you to be as happy as I when you loved me. 'Cause I'll never forget you and your sweet memory. 'Cause it's all over now. Don't worry about me. And when one heart tells one heart goodbye, one heart is free, the other will pine. Oh, 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 sweet, sweet baby, sweet baby, sweet, it's all right. Don't worry about me. It's all right. Don't worry about me.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, good. Thank you, everybody. When I would do my Facebook Lives, of course, I could see what people were writing, but I can't see what you're writing. So I might watch a bit of it later and see. But again, feel free to comment on this page, of course, or on mine if you have something to say. But my good friend Stéphane Bernard, who now lives in Barrie, him and my these fantastic great friends from so many years now, Stéphane Bernard, Don Kingsley, and Fab Fournier, who together we made a band, kind of put a band together in the early 2000s called Stillwell, and we were doing so many Johnny Cash covers during the nights we'd play that we started to just do Cash only. And my wife had the idea of calling us Cash Only, and we do just full nights of Johnny Cash songs. People love it. We enjoyed playing it. And I insisted that we be as close to the original sound as possible. I didn't want any fancy effects or anything. Just wanted a simple Telecaster or Jazzmaster to an amp, simple bass, and some drums and the vocals. But so here's a song we do, of course, which Hank Snow, I think, may have done first. He was from the Maritimes, a Canadian country legend. But Johnny Cash, of course, covered this. I've Been Everywhere. I added another verse with some Northern Ontario locations to I've Been Everywhere. But I hope you enjoy it. I've had 700 milliliters now, so. I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road when along came a semi with a high-end canvas covered load. He said, if you're going to Winnemucca, Mac, with me you can ride. So I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand, and I said, listen, chump, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare. Breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've
Been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mato, La Paloma, Banker, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Barracuda, and Tecapilla, and Padilla. I'm a killer, I've been everywhere, man. Well, I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe that mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapoosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Hennessy, Chicopee, Spear Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. Well, I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe that mountain air, man. The travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Lopabaca, Shefferville, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsfield, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fonsulac, Davenport, Idaho, Jellicoe, Argentina, Diamond Key, Pasadena, Catalina, see what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. Well, I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, I breathe that mountain air, man. The travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to North Bay, Thunder Bay, Echo Bay, Garden River, Blind River, Wawasoo, Canada, Batchewana, White River, Hornpain, Foleyet, Timmins, Ramsay, Dowling, Salt and Watershed, Cartier, Fauquier, Anmer, Sudbury, Greater City, what a pity. I've been everywhere, man. Well, I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe that mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Oh, I've been everywhere. That was the one fun song. That's it. And all the Roger Millers. Thank you. Yeah, it's even adding the verse. It's tough to get all the syllables just right and that bit of the rhyme inside. And so a lot of towns didn't make the cut because they weren't fitting. But so sorry for those towns, but no one's ever wanted to go to Hornpain. I know. I put it in. I have two cousins there in Foleyet, where some other cousins grew up. But I didn't do it. I went right over you. I did Watershed. Which is that even a place? It's just a place where the water flows, sheds north or south. But in Gogama. The Watershed. It looks beautiful now. Although it's been a while since I've been up north, but. Sorry, Gogama. I bought a guitar in Gogama in 2007, and then I sold. I wrote the original owners back. I said I'm going to sell it, and do you want it back? And they didn't think so at the time. But now, unfortunately, that father's passed away, and they're looking for the guitar. So I don't assume you're listening how far this reaches, but I don't know who I sold it to. It was a 76 Fender Mustang, mocha in color with the original case. The original owners are looking for it if you would be so inclined to sell it back. But I sold it for some money, and I traded on a G&L Telecaster style guitar, an ASAT. But anyway, I should have kept both, and I don't have either anymore. I'm going to just change guitars 1 second here. I'll go back. I almost brought 4 guitars, which would be ridiculous. I brought 3. One's a backup. I'm going to go back to the J180. Kind of a funny story with this guitar. I have the original receipt from 1989, very faded, but it was an artist endorsement guitar, which might mean that it's like a B stock. Maybe it was fine, but it was on the original receipt. It was given as an artist endorsement to Barbara Mandrell, and I have like I said, the original receipt, but it's so faded.
I miss my band. I miss Dawn and Steph and Fab. It's a song I'd almost always only do with them, but I'll play it as if they're here, slow it down a little, and a lot of people can sing harmonies to this, and some guys and girls might be able to play the guitar solo. So I'll play right through, as if you're all here, if anybody's singing harmonies. But.
Well, I've been running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, and 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Like you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Well, I've been standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. There's this girl, my Lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know that your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and you may win, but you will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. Take it easy. I've been running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. I'm looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know that your sweet love is gonna save me. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Gotta take it easy. Gotta take it easy.
First reference back to Texas, I think Jackson Browne wrote the first verse of that song, gave it to Glenn Frey or sold it or however that works, but Glenn Frey and the Eagles finished it, but I think Jackson Browne's from Texas. Kind of a segue to that too is on the cover of that Eagles album, they're at the Joshua Tree. The Eagles are. They were taking a break. They weren't getting along, I think, with their English British producer, so he sent them away on some paoli and some cactus fruit or juice, and started hallucinating at the Joshua Tree. And someone took a picture of them, and that's the album cover there. a long segue for the Joshua Tree from the Eagles being there on hallucinogens to Daniel Lanois, who produced U2's Joshua Tree album. If you're not sure where I'm going back to Daniel Lanois now, but this is Jolie Louise. I saw him at Bell Park about 10 years ago. Oh, it can't be that long. Almost 10 years ago. Daniel Lanois was there with his three-piece band. I think I shed a tear or several. It was unreal. He was, the sounds were incredible. From his drummer, he had his drummer in front of him, or at least next to him, to his right, and the bass player with his big Ampeg rig to his left. And on the big stage at Bell Park, they took up less space than I have now. And it was unbelievable. And as much as I love the Jolie Louise, the song, to watch him play it and introduce the song, kind of a perspective from, I believe, from his father, who had a real drinking problem. Here I go again, but and his mom and him, and I think his sister. I think it's him and his sister. His mom took them away out of Gatineau and towards Hamilton. I'll stop speaking soon. But in Hamilton, he had his recording studio when he was just a teenager. And look up some Daniel Lanois stories of his. I think Rick James came and recorded in Daniel Lanois' mom's basement because Daniel Lanois was so good as an engineer there. But I'll stop and here's Jolie Louise.
Ma jolie, how do you do? Mon nom est Jean-Guy Thibault-Leroux. I come from east of Gatineau. My name is Jean-Guy, ma jolie. J'ai une maison à La Fontaine where we will live if you marry me. Une belle maison à La Fontaine where we will live, you and me. Oh, Louise, ma jolie Louise, ma jolie Louise. À chaque matin au soleil, I will work until work is done. Chaque matin au soleil, I did work till work is done. Then one day, the foreman said, Jean-Guy, we must let you go. Et puis mon nom, il est pas bon at the mill anymore. Oh, Louise, ma jolie Louise, ma jolie Louise. My kids are small, 4 and 3, et la bouteille, she's mon amie. I drink my rum till I can't see. It hides the shame Louise does not see. Carousel turned in my head, and I can't hide. Oh no, 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 no. And the rage turned in my head. My Louise, I struck her down, down on the ground. I'm losing my mind, I must be losing my mind. Septembre 63, my kids are gone, and so is Louise. Ontario, they did go, near la ville de Toronto. Now my tears, they roll down à tous les jours. Oh no, 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 no. And I remember the days and the promises that we made. Oh, Louise, ma jolie Louise, ma jolie Louise.
Thank you. I came all the way from the Joshua Tree and Daniel Lanois recording for Rick James in his mom's basement. I heard him speak on Q about a month ago. Thanks, Chuck, for letting me know he was on. But so Rick James comes to Daniel Lanois' mom's house to record in the basement. And as they're mixing stuff, Daniel Lanois comes upstairs to the kitchen, and Rick James is having coffee with his mom. But pretty strange and cool. story. I was talking about a David Gray song earlier, and I found it as I was on break there. But this goes out to Colleen and to all the times, to Colleen and Perry, all the times we had in South Carolina, listening to this song.
Gonna close my eyes, girl, and watch you go, running through this life, darling, like a field of snow. As the tracer glides, and its graceful arc, send a little prayer out to you across the cold and dark. I tell the repo man and the stars above that you're the one I love. Yeah. Perfect summer's nights, not a wind that breathes, just the lights up whispering gentle amongst the new green leaves. There's things I might have said, I only wish I could. Now I'm leaking life faster than I'm leaking blood. Tell the repo man and the stars above that you're the one I love. You're the one I love. The one I love. Don't see Elysium, I don't see no fiery hell, just the lights up bright, baby, in the Bay Hotel. Next wave coming in like an ocean roar. Won't you take my hand, darling, on that old dance floor? We can twist and shout, do the turtle dove. You're the one I love. You're the one I love. The one I love.
Thank you. Thanks, Brian. I'll do a couple more songs, and we'll hear from the Celebrate Performance Group's Marc Manisto, the president, who will come out, say a few words, and to thank some folks. And I'll take this time to thank now Bianca, Steve, Brian, and Marc for having me and for and putting up with me and helping me set up here. It's been a long time since I've left the basement to play. Keep tuning in to the Celebrate Performance Group. They'll have a whole new series starting on Saturday. Thank you also to all of those who have come before me. I want to start naming you all, but I'm afraid I'm going to forget. Scott, Rod, here I am starting. Naked Soul, yeah. Johnny, I'm missing someone? Oh my God, Phil. Phil, whom I've never met, but I've heard so much about, and since I forgot your name, I forgot to say your name, you were fantastic. I'll go on here, but wow, what energy and what talent on the instruments you were playing. Again, Phil, we've never met, but I've heard so much about you, and thank you to you and to everybody who put on such a great show, and to all of them that were here to make sure they were putting on a good show. A couple more songs, like I said. Then Marc comes on, and then I'll come on again for a couple more. On my Willie Nelson theme, Texas theme, this is a song I made a short video of a couple of weeks ago, from a band that didn't have a name after this song was, didn't have a name until after the song was released. They released Highwayman, and they didn't know yet they were going to call themselves the Highwaymen. In order of the 4 verses here is Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, Waylon Jennings, and Johnny Cash. The Highwaymen from the 1980s. I think it's like 1985. I can't believe it's this old already. But this is the Highwayman. Willie, Chris, Waylon, and Johnny. And again, happy birthday, Willie Nelson. Him and Chris are still doing well. I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride, sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide. With the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft and furled the mainsail in a blow. And when the yards broke off, they said that I got killed. But I am living still. I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound. I am still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around, around and around. I fly a starship across the universe divide. When I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain. But I will remain, and I'll be back again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Thank you. Thank you. The 4 of you make some noise, and I like that. Thank you. Thanks for all the Roger Miller requests, too, Steve. It's always a pleasure. And hi, Steve's mom. One more song, and I'll take just a couple minutes and come right back after Marc has a few words. This goes to Ben and Helen at Guitar Clinic. I sang, I was doing a show, and I did a Neil Diamond song, and Ben saw me after the show. He said, Marc, do more Neil Diamond. So this is for you. Crackling Rose and get on board. We're gonna ride till there ain't no more to go. Taking it slow. Lord, don't you know? Find us a place and don't ask no questions. Hitching on a twilight train. 1 second. There ain't nothing here that I care to take along. Maybe a song to sing when I want. Find us a dream and don't ask no questions, yeah. But oh, I love my Rosie child, 'cause you got the way to make me happy. Oh, the moves you make me smile. Crackling Rose, you're a store-bought woman, but you make me sing like a guitar humming. So hang on to me and a song keeps riding. Oh, play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Crackling Rose and make me smile. Girl, if it lasts for an hour, well, it's alright, 'cause we got all night to set the world right. Find us a dream and don't ask questions, yeah. But oh, I love my Rosie child, 'cause you got the way to make me happy. You and me, we go in style. Crackling Rose, you're a store-bought woman, but you make me sing like a guitar is humming. So hang on to me and a song keeps riding. Oh, play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba, yeah.
Thank you so much, Marc. I'm glad that you ended your set with some Neil Diamond. He's one of my favorites, so that was a real treat for me personally. Again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in this evening and sharing your love with us and with Marc, and just going and sharing the live feeds. A big thank you to Bianca, to Steve, and to Brian for doing all the running around and all the tech work tonight. We wouldn't be able to do it without you folks. And again, to the Colson for letting us use the place as our home for the next little while. This coming Saturday, we moved to Saturday nights, and we got Dave McNabb that's going to be playing from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. You got to watch Dave. Whenever he's playing, you know you're going to get a real treat. So tune in 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock on the Sudbury Performance Group Facebook page, and you'll be able to see Dave McNabb. And we got a lot more music coming up over the next couple weeks, so stay tuned to our Facebook page. We're going to be announcing our May lineup starting tomorrow, so make sure you go and you check that out. We got some real great acts coming your way. But enough about me, folks. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like our Facebook page. If you want to get involved, shoot us a message on Facebook. But let's end the night. Let's send it back to Marc.
Thanks, Marc. I was getting all set up for you, and then I missed what I was doing. It's the lack of organization here. And again, thank you. I'll end with a couple of songs tonight, and wish you a good night. And hope you enjoyed this. Hope you've been enjoying the whole series. And tune in again on Saturday. Seriously, I had them. It was all here and ready to go. I even put the harmonica around my face. I know, and it's the only other harmonica song I had ready. Are you kidding me? They were both together. Here. Jeez. Rounding off the Texas night, another from Steve Earle. And the reason I brought the harmonica in the first place, I wasn't planning on doing a French Prince song, but.
She was her daddy's little darling, her mama's only child. They didn't understand it all when she took to running wild. She left town one day and never said goodbye. She left a hole in daddy's lap, a tear in mama's eyes. Where do we go wrong? Now she's gone. She met a boy up in Kentucky. Charlie was his name. Just when he thought he got lucky, she stole his watch and chain. She always kept on moving and she never wasted time. They say she left quite a string of broken hearts behind. Woke up alone, now she's gone. Trying, you can say I was content. She went through my life like lightning and blew out the other end. I still taste her kisses, smell her perfume in the wind. And if I could, you know that I would do it all again. She done me wrong, now she's gone. Song. This is one of the first songs I had done on my Facebook Lives 13 months ago when this whole lockdown, or the original lockdown started for this crazy pandemic and time that we're living. Get vaccinated if you can. We all want to get back to normal. That's another piece. That's another piece of prevention, distancing, wearing a mask, getting vaccinated if you can, and all those combined with people educating themselves, I think would help us all get through this. But so again, this is one of the first songs I did way back to say hello to everybody, and that as though we're apart, we're still together. Strange and beautiful are the stars tonight that dance around your head. In your eyes I see that perfect world. I hope that doesn't sound too weird. And I want all the world to know that your love's all I need. It's all that I need. And if we're lost, yeah, we are lost together. And if we're lost, yeah, we are lost together. Stand before this faceless crowd, wonder why I bother. So much control, passive view, stumbling from one disaster to another. I've heard it all so many times before. It's all a dream to me now, a dream to me now. And if we're lost, yeah, we are lost together. And if we're lost, yeah, we are lost together. In the silence of this whispered love, listen only to your breath. In that second of a shooting star, somehow it all makes sense. And I want all the world to know that your love's all I need. It's all that I need. And if we're lost, yeah, we are lost together. And if we're lost, yeah, we are lost together. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Say hello on this Facebook page or on mine or whatever, Instagram. And again, thanks a lot and have a good night.